Rich, anything else you'd add about the why now in terms of AI and revenue cycle and why it's top of mind for you and your colleagues?
Well, a few things. I think society is saying they cannot afford the current structure, right? So, and I don't, how many will raise their hand? Medicare is going to raise their rates and going to make things right for us, or Medicaid. I don't think that's going to happen, right? And so we have to try to optimize our liquidity and get paid for the clinical mission. We have to decrease our reliance on labor. Healthcare is both a labor and capital intensive business. So if rates are going to be going down and there's relentless pressure on it, you need to think about, how do I get more efficient? How can I liquidate my receivable at the highest percent that I can? When you think about a good performing or a range of performance and denials is 2 to 4% of your revenue. 2 to 4% of 7 billion. It's a few bucks. The other thing I would say is the current process is just unsustainable. There's just too many rules. It varies by payer, it varies by plan, it varies by employer within plan. And so how can you understand the rules? And when they use CARC codes or ROC codes and they use standard data in various and different ways, and you're dealing with clerical type staff on both sides of that transaction, we need automation, and we need to be able to ingest and understand that information in a way that you can have a meaningful conversation with constituents like the government or payers or your boss or whatever. If things aren't going well in revenue cycle, you have a high cost. But if all of a sudden your AR is aging, you have to throw more reserve at that. So what used to be $1 is now 70 cents. So why you're getting squeezed from the top and the bottom. So revenue cycle is probably the most critical function. No offense to anyone else that does anything in finance. It really is. And you got to get a good deal, but you got to liquidate it. And I just think it's the one rule, then 2 rules, and then 3 rules. But 3 rules is not like 7 million rules that are out there right now, and it's unsustainable. So that's why I think it's time. It's beyond its time.